I'm live. Hey, how's it going? Some funky lighting going on. Correct that. Let's see here. Maybe. No, that looks worse. All right, we're doing a Pentax live. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and there hadn't been a lot going on, so I just figured I'd go ahead and just do one because I'm not doing anything. There's no good baseball games going on, and it's hot as hell outside. It's like almost 100 degrees. And I brought my camera out to take my Canon out to take a picture of the KF, and everything just fogged up immediately. Of course, when I put the KF on my back deck just to get a shot there. Let me adjust this light. It's like driving me crazy. Better. All right. What's up next? What's up next for Pentax? That's the title of this Pentax talk. If you're watching later, you can comment below. If you're watching now and have any questions, you can leave them there, or just give thoughts about what you think is coming up next. Probably won't be too many people in there. I just did this kind of as I usually do, spur of the moment. So, yeah. But thanks for tuning in. If you're doing it later. Pentax or Ricoh Pentax announced a long time ago that they're doing this new film camera. They're going to release a couple of film cameras, and we have not seen anything yet. I hadn't even seen any rumors about that. I don't know if that's next or not. And I was thinking about it earlier. I was saying, hey, they might release something like the K1000, just go ahead and put it out there. But it's been so long since they kind of said that they were going to do that. They've already got all the blueprints to just remake that camera. Why hadn't they done it? So I think they're putting something special in it, I think. So we'll see here. If you're on here, let me know if you can hear me okay. But the thing that I think they might do, which would be kind of straight, no actual film cameras have come out. They might have something that has a LCD on the back, maybe a articulating screen that comes out and put a touch screen in that with film. That would be crazy if they did that. But thanks there, Neil. That would be totally different. So maybe they're doing, since their sales were up and most of the camera business sales were down, but Pentax, if you saw that, their sales were actually up, so they were doing well. But they hadn't actually released anything since that. But I'm looking forward to this film stuff. There is a film craze still going on. It's kind of more in that point and shoot right now. The film stuff kind of died down, but I think if they release something that's really state of the art, it might actually, and the price is low, it might actually help out these new cameras that they release. The other thing that I was thinking about is they also announced a long time ago that 50 to 135 was going to come out, and they was going to put PLM on it and all that. Now, I hadn't heard anything, but then right before this, I went to Pentax rumors, and it looks like it's going to be coming out fairly soon, according to the rumors. So we'll see. We'll see on that. And also I got on here. I'll click on it. Pentax rumors also, what did they say? Something about, this was way back in March. We hadn't seen anything else. Where is that? They also had an FA lens, a full frame lens, a 70 to 300 f4.5 to 5.6, and it says PLM WR, weather resistant, and SR, so shake reduction. And I don't think there's mirrorless that have this, but I don't think there's another DSLR that has shake reduction in the lens and on the sensors. I could be wrong, but when you put those two together, like on Olympus OM system, it just makes the image stabilization just like knocks it out of the park. So that will be interesting to see. And it's like I said, it's an FA, so it's a full frame lens. And I'll get into cameras now. So what's the next camera? What do you guys think? I'm thinking everybody's going to say the K3 Mark III, and it very well may be. We'll see there. Let's see here. Yeah, they do. They do need to give more love to that full frame. That's why everybody's saying the next one is going to be the K3 Mark III, and it's going to have K1 Mark III, and it's going to have the K3 features in it added into it. But I mean, of course, it's not going to be just like the other K1s. The frames per second is not going to be anywhere close to that of the K3 Mark III. Is my guess. I'm guessing they'll put in the touchscreen. I'm guessing they'll put in the 4K video. I'm guessing. I mean, you don't really need more megapixels, I don't think. Just some better autofocus. What else could they do to make it? I mean, with all the features that they already have in the K3 Mark III, I would have thought they would have already released the K1 Mark III, since they already did all that research and put all that advancements into that camera. You already have them there. Granted, it's a different camera body, but you would think you would be able to, fairly quickly put all that into a K1, or a lot of that in there. But so I think there's going to be something a little bit more special about it. I don't know. The one camera that I hope they make full frame, I've said this before, and it's very unpopular for everybody, but except for me, is like a lightweight, more like prosumer full frame camera that has less features, but has a solid sensor in it and has a total articulating screen instead of the move around gadget on there, and keep it lightweight, kind of plasticky, and that way you'll be able to take some of the features down, so you'll be able to release it at a lower price tag. And I know I would buy it. I'm as I get older, I like more lightweight cameras, and Pentax has so many features in it, and a lot of times I don't use all the features in there. I mean, it's fun to use them when you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to go in here and use this feature, but it's like, 95% of the time I'm not using those features. I'm just doing basic, photography, just setting it up and shooting, and I'm not like going around to 4,000 autofocus points. I'm just basically using that one in the center and just a single shot. I'm not doing action sports or anything like that. And Pentax has awesome colors and all that good stuff. IQ, as you know. That being said, I did grab this camera right here. I did talk about Canon. So this is kind of what I would want them to release. This is the Canon 60 Mark II. So full frame. It's not a 5D. Everybody hated this camera. That's why I'm thinking nobody would like this in a kind of Pentax world. But I like this camera a lot. I've got a video coming up. I've already taken the shots. I just hadn't made a video and edited it. But I've got a video coming up. I should release it in the next couple of days. It's going to be comparing. It doesn't make sense, I know. 60 Mark II Canon to KF, just the image quality. I took two shots exactly the same on a tripod, and then I took some low light images like ISO 12,800, and that video is coming up. So stay tuned for that. I just have both of these cameras. It makes no sense to do that video, but I was just trying it out myself, so I thought some other people might be curious about it. And the KF is pretty much a K70, which came out in 2016, I think, and this one came out in 2017. So they're kind of around the same release date, even though, like I said, the KF is exactly the same as the 99.9% the same as a K70. So just if you want cool colors, you'll have to get the KF. And they're around the same price right now too. I think I spent $800 on that 6D Mark II, and the KF when I bought it new, I think it was 850. So just because it's color, I think that the non-color one, the black ones, are 750 or something like that. But okay, so K1 Mark III. That has to be the next camera. It may not be though. It may be a K90. How are they going to make that different? I mean, they already released the KF that's pretty much the same as a K70, so they could release. And I found that camera manufacturers do that. They'll release the flagship crop sensor camera, and then months later, or a year later, they'll come out with a similar camera that's more the prosumer line. So it won't be as quick, and it'll be stripped down a little bit, but it will have a great sensor in it. So that's might be what they're doing. Because if you keep, obviously you're probably going to be selling more cameras if the price tag is lower. So if they release a K90, that would be a good option too. But I hadn't heard any rumors on all this stuff, and it's been a while since we've actually heard anything. It's kind of how Pentax Rico works. Then all of a sudden you'll hear something, and the next month they'll announce something, and then the next month it's shipping out. So I wish we heard something like that, or they could just go off the wall and do like a KP Mark II. A lot of people love that camera, or maybe a KS Mark III. KS3 was it KS? Yeah, KS3. It would be. That would be interesting. Let me know in the comments what you think they might be developing. Yeah, I don't know how, Alex. I don't know how much development is going into it, but it's been a while since they said they were going to do it. So I feel like they're going to add some more, instead of being all mechanical. They're going to add some digital features in there to make it more like out there for like younger photographers that are trying to get into uh you know film stuff, but they still like maybe a touch screen, and then they might put the LCD with touch screen or something like that. But I don't that'd be a lot of development to try to figure all that out, and still have a film camera. So it'd be interesting to see what it is when it comes out. But I think they were releasing three of them. So I think one's going to be basically a K1000 Mark II or something, and then something that's top of the line, and then something that's like a little bit down from that's cheaper. We'll see though. These are all just swag, is what I like to call it. Scientific wild ass guess is what I like to call these. Let's see here. Cell phones are probably eating into the prosumer market. Yeah, but people are buying like point and shoots. I'll sell some of those on my eBay store. You go back and buy a Canon SD 1000, wait, 1100, SD 1100. I just looked that up earlier because I saw it and I was gonna buy it, but the price seemed a little bit high and I couldn't make money on it. Those sell for like, God, uh, almost $200. And probably a year ago when I buy them, I'd sell them for like $60, $70. So that point and shoot market is going up. So that's might be uh, some of these like GR and stuff, which are very popular. They might be pushing a little bit of that Rico side into that GR. I did notice just today they announced some for the GR3. They announced some new firmware coming out. So the guys that like the GR, that's some good news for you guys. Let's see here. Oh, the SD card reader in the KP stopped working. That sucks. Um, I'm assuming you tried a new card. Just try a new card, of course, and and I'm not sure what else I could tell you to do. Do a factory reset on your camera, just basic stuff. Give that all a try and see what happens. The MX1. I said that wrong about the film cameras. Maybe they'll not MX1, but anyway, I just thought of this. Maybe they'll re-release the LX. That would be for the film cameras. That would be awesome. Except you know how you could take the prism off top. You could take the prism off top. I'm getting wild here. You take the prism off top, and it works. Um, Connects digitally to your cell phone, and you could use it for street photography, like that Sony camera I showed a while ago. That was a lens, but it was a uh, you connect it to your cell phone, and it's an actual thing. So there's something you pull off the LX, and not necessarily the mirror. It has to have a lens or something like that. Maybe you could attach various lenses to it. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's see. What else? What else? Cameras may come out there. Already said the K3 Mark III has got to be the next one, and then the film cameras, of course. I think there's supposed to be three of them, and then maybe a K90 or something like I said, the KP Mark II or KS3. But would be really cool if they actually dove back in and uh, got back a little bit into that Q system. That Q system is just a fun little camera. Since people are all using these point and shoots, they like the little smallness of it, and the Q system is just outstanding. I think if they not like go full in on the Q system, but just kind of revive it a little bit. Maybe throw out a limited edition. I mean, they already had all the colors and whatnot, but uh, maybe a limited edition and add a few features in there, and maybe just release a lens or two. I think that would be pretty cool. And then just do a limited edition, and then also re-release like a Q Q7 or Q10 or something like that. I think that might be a good thing to do. Maybe I'm just talking out my butt. I don't know, but it seemed like it would be cool. GR monochrome. I forgot about that. Yeah. I would. Yeah, I would think they would probably do that since the K3 Mark III monochrome has been doing very well. It's not a camera I'd buy. I don't shoot monochrome black or white very often, but everybody loves that, and that just shows you that people like that kind of film-esque kind of going into these film cameras. Maybe that's part of the reason they're also doing these film cameras. Um, Lenses. What lens are they gonna? We already talked about that they're changing the 50 to 135 into a PLM, which that's a good move. They need to change this one. I think they're going to go back and do all these, but the 300, f4, this needs to be a PLM. It just is very slow compared to this PLM on the 55 to 300. So they need to put a PLM motor on this, and if they did, I would sell both of these lenses. So, um, but outstanding image quality. This is one of the top lenses as far as image quality for Pentax. Wide open, superb. F4. I mean, F4 versus at 300. This is F6.3. So you got so much more light coming in this, and it's like so sharp, and just the colors and everything are off the charts. Just great. Let's see what else. Any questions about anything related to the KF or any older Pentax digital cameras? I can try to talk about those. Like I said, I just decided to do this spur of the moment. I didn't even write any notes. I just thought I'd jump on for 20, 30 minutes and talk and see who was on here and not be out in this 95-degree weather. I am actually almost 10,000 subscribers. So I'll be doing a show when I get there. I think I'm at 9,200 or whatnot. I think I get like 50 or 60 subscribers every month. My views have been going down. Uh, I have over 300 Pentax videos. So if you like watching my videos, just go on my channel and look at the Pentax playlist. There are tons and tons of videos on there. And with that said, there's a lot of other Pentax YouTubers out there that do a fantastic job, better job than me. I've just been on here for so long. And Ed from Photo Universe, his channel came back. So if you like Photo Universe and you hadn't seen his videos in a while, his channel's back on there. I don't know what's going on with that. If you know, I don't know, leave a comment or something. But he's back on there. And if you hadn't watched, I think one of the best channels out there right now is Pentax Tips. So make sure to get on that channel. It is excellent. It's no BS. It's just him running through setups and just tips, and they're all great videos. So check that out. Of course, Kobe and Lee Iveson, and then we got Jeff Moore out there. And if you didn't watch Jeff Moore, he did one of those Pentax challenges. So I don't know if we're going to be doing any of those in the future, but there wasn't a lot of participation on it. But anytime one of the YouTubers out there does a challenge, just get out there and shoot. I mean, it's just for fun. There's nothing serious about it. And actually, Lisa Houston has won twice. She's on Flickr. If you want to check her out, she has some outstanding work. So check her out there. I think she used a GR for the picture that actually won. So check that out. Jeff Moore's video. Jeff with a G. Let's see here. Any other news from the Pentax Rico world? I'm not seeing any on Pentax rumors, but it was very solid news to see that they were actually making money, and that is fantastic. That a lot of these other companies are losing money. They're putting all this research into it and releasing cameras, but they're not. I think Nikon's was in deep trouble, almost from what I saw, almost about ready for bankruptcy. But they've released a couple cameras since then that have done the Z series that have done really well. So I don't like to see other companies go out of business. So hopefully they've got their self going again, good again. Like the Pentax one-off cameras. Yeah, they're cool. I like them too. And like I said, that just like the KP or they just released that up, and everybody's like, what is this? Everybody was wanting the K3 Mark III at the time. I didn't purchase a KP at first. I think I made a video about it when they were announced it. I was like, where's the K3 Mark III? I was kind of annoyed about that. But they released that, and I didn't buy it at first because the price tag was pretty high. And I was glad I didn't, because I held off until they actually almost announced discontinued. And I picked it up. I think the original price tag was $1,600, something like that, and I think I got it for $650 new at B&H, I think. But I didn't. I know this is unpopular, but I don't really care for the KP. It is not that much different than the K70. Everybody's like the image quality is that much better. No, it's not. I mean, it's slightly, very slightly better at god awful ISOs that you won't use. I compared them back and forth, and a big thing to me is ergonomics, and that camera's just too small and too. If it's like, kind of feels like a wannabe mirrorless camera, and I don't like mirrorless cameras. And I'm glad Pentax has stuck with the DSLRs. I just like the deep grip on them. I'll pick up another DSLR, and I'm like, man, it's only goes down to here or something in it. And these are lightweight, and they just feel very solid in your hands. I like that. And just plus the fantastic glass. Talking about the glass, somebody asked the other day. They said, "Hey, I was thinking about putting Pentax glass on my Canon DSLR." I'm like, why? It's just kind of odd, because I mean, you've got L series lenses that are really awesome as well. And I'm just like, well, okay. I didn't know that they made an adapter, but they do make an adapter. And I looked at the particular brand that I was looking at, said that it broke on their camera, and then all this other stuff. So um, DSLRs for adapting stuff. If you want to adapt lenses, besides the Pentax system, I'm talking about the other ones out there. Uh, they're just not good at adapting lenses. If you're going to be a huge adapter, you want to go to the mirrorless systems, because it's a lot better. It's just like the flange distance and all that stuff. So that's the cool thing about Pentax is they got, with the I've been doing those M42 Mondays, but they've got the M42 adapter that fits flush to the camera, so you don't have to worry about not being able to focus to infinity and all this other stuff. And it doesn't have to, with the Pentax, you don't have to have it's got the focus confirmation beep in it. You don't have to have an adapter with chips on it like you do with Canon. It's just the best system to adapt M42 mounts to is the Pentax system. I should go through that on one of those M42 Monday videos if you haven't watched. Anyway, let's see here. I never get the Focusrite aperture on. What are you talking about, Alex? There, I'm missing something. You talking about the GR? Now, I was thinking about this the other day. So I shot a video a couple of days ago about a Canon. What was that? The 300D. Oh, on the adapters. Yeah, it's hard with the adapters to get the focus right. Um, I'm gonna, if you're using the adapter, that confirmation beep is fantastic if you're at f5.6 or higher. If you're going a little lower than that, if you're going like f2.8 or f1.4, you have one of those. I would use the LCD live view and punch in and nail down that focus. And if you're close to, obviously if you're close to your subject and you're at f1.4, you just move ever so slightly and it's going to be out of focus. So if you're doing that kind of stuff, use a tripod and nail it down. Use 2-second timer as well, just to get that focus like nailed down. And no, you got me. I can't remember what I was talking about before that. Yeah, they're revamping the lenses. I talked about that earlier. Oh, the 18 to 135. Yeah, it's got a DC motor in it though. That's which is really nice. But if they put a PLM in it, would be even better. Okay, Rob. So you're big on the high megapixels. Let me ask you, do you do large prints? You're wanting that 50 to 60 megapixels. Why are you wanting that exactly? Do you do a lot of cropping in, or you just want to do a huge print? Or I'm curious about that. You just like that high resolution. Oh yeah, that would be crazy if they they just came out and said, "Hey, we're doing a K3 Mark IV." That'd be pretty crazy. All right, let me see. I've been here on here 13 minutes, and I appreciate everybody for turning in or tuning in. Go ahead and hit the like if you hadn't, and if you're watching this later, leave a comment below. But I'm gonna put I'm gonna nail it down right now. The next camera. This is my theory. It's not gonna be the K3 Mark III or K1 Mark III. It's it's not gonna be the film cameras. It's gonna be another like prosumer SLR camera. I think they're gonna come out with that next, like a K90. That's my guess, and I'm sticking to it. You can make it your guess as well. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.